Good morning and welcome to my channel. Sharon here, and thank you very much for joining me today. It's a flip through of my Summer in Mexico journal. However, I was going to do a silent one, quickly flip through it so you could see what I'd done. However, there was a few things I wanted to explain. This is the cover, as you know, that we did together. And then I've tied it up with some lovely bright orange organza ribbon. And then here you can see all the pretty trims and bright trims that you've got. I mean, this is, as I say, it's summer in Mexico, but as most of you know, I live in Spain, so it's all very similar. And then I've got some beads. Nice bright beads hanging down there, some pearls. This is a cluster that I don't know whether the video's been out or not. I did some altered slides, and this is a cluster that I made at the end of it with the pieces that I had left over. So I'm not sure again whether that's actually out or not. I've sewn down some of the pages. This is a pocket and a tag from the kit, and a charm suitcase. Some gorgeous trim here, lovely, bright and cheerful. This beautiful wedding dress. And then here I've clipped in a postcard. Not sure when it's from, probably I'd say the 70s. It's villages around here look very much like that, especially where I live. They're very rural here. So I thought that was quite lovely. It was in the Mediterranean in Spain. This is a pocket, a vellum pocket that I've put some very colourful napkin on. And again, just a tag I've quickly made, journal card. Listen to the birds singing their beautiful songs. And this comes from Amity Bloom, her summer words. Just some pages to write on, some paper from the early 1900s book. A ruffle I've made with what I had left over from the cover. And then this is a little envelope, whoops, here. And what I've done here, I've covered the inside with kitchen roll, tea-dyed kitchen roll. However, the glue has come through, so I think I used liquid glue, and maybe I should have used glue stick. So that's a learning curve for me there, what I've done there. This is from a challenge I did. So you've got a hidden writing spot there, you've got a little tuck here, and then you've got a card here. This was from a freebie from To Casa de Papel I made, and this is from her vintage linen doily kit. This I think was Old Design Shop. I've done some mark making on here, some really bright, cheerful, just to give a bit of interest to the page. Another vintage page with a beautiful dress. Now, what I'm going to say is these pages come from this magazine, Parati, here. And it's got lots of old adverts. This one's from 1958. I've got them going back to 1940. Look, cleaning him or her. And there's some interesting articles. Some gorgeous, adverts in here. Cute. And cartoons and some stories. A bit risque for the 1950s. But yes, I have these magazines, and there are currently some of them on sale in my Etsy shop at the moment. This one I turned up and made a pocket. Create your own sunshine. Put a bit of ephemera on the front there. Trim down the side here. This one was in the kit as ephemera, and I just wrapped it around the page. Put a journal card from the kit in there, and this was from the kit as well, which I made into a journal card. Put two big wide eyelets through, and there's a palm tree with a bit of pink sari silk I had hanging around on there. And I've packed everything, oh, and a bit of washi I've put on there, and I've packed everything in tea dye paper. There's there. A tea dyed glassine bag. This is some ephemera from the kit. And a couple of tags. And again, I've used the ends of the bits that I've cut off from the cover. And then there's another palm tree with a bit of material from the cover as well, using them up. Page from the kit with some nice orange sewing down the side. Some more vintage paper from, I believe this was from about 1920. Another page from the kit with a ruffle I've made using my spatula from sari silk, and these are handmade buttons that come from India. Gorgeous, aren't they? It's an orange one. Then there's my favourite page, the middle there. Again, this came from one of those Parateen magazines. Use this as a belly band and put this in here as a journal card. I mean, there's still space in here for you to put other things in. I put a trim down the side, but I left it open just in case you wanted to put something in there, which you can do. That back there. And this is from the kit as well. I just decorated that. Piece of trim, another pocket from the kit. This is a tag with a camera, and another little journal card from the kit as well. Sewing down the side. The other side of the glassine bag with, this came in the kit and so did this. There. So I've put them into that. And on the back here, walking on the beach and finding special treasures in the sand. Another quote. This is another video I did back in the summer, and it's an origami envelope I made. And again, this was using a freebie from To Casa de Papel. And these are 2 journal cards. That's I made these bigger, this bigger, and made a little notebook, little notepad with some scraps in that you can use to go through, you know, if you want to use for ephemera to go through the journal. So I've put them in there and they just tuck into there like that. And then this slots into there. And then I've just clipped it on. If you want to see how that's made, I've got a video. I think it was back in July it came out. Another little envelope with a journal card in, again backed with that tea stained kitchen roll. 2 journal cards I made, one on the orange. I went a bit mad with the splatters on this one. Which I've used old book page, and that's from the Parateen magazine. And I've decorated here with some texture paste with vintage photo in. And again, this is an advert from one of the magazines that I put on some craft card with a label. And they just slot in there. So there's plenty of space to journal there. More sewing down there. This is the other side of that pocket, and in here I put a vintage postcard from Seville. I mean, beautiful. Isn't that absolutely beautiful dress? Some of these dresses that you see over here are over 100 years old. They're gorgeous. And I've just clipped that in there. And on this side is another one. I think you say I went a bit mad with the splatters, I think. That was a journal card, and this is some Spanish, all of the Spanish book pages, etc., are all vintage from the early 1900s. A mass page, another advert I put onto craft card, and this is from the kit. I made into a little tuck on there to add interest to this side, but you've still got plenty of room to journal. This was from the Parateen magazine. I cut this out. I thought it was absolutely gorgeous. And then in here I've slotted the other part of the magazine with the embroidery. These magazines do show a lot of embroidery patterns. Really lovely. Oh, this is advertising. Something to do with butter, I believe. Put that in there so that pokes out the top. And then this is just a double page, again from a vintage Spanish book, and that goes in there. Again, one of those little clusters. As I say, I'm not sure if that video's out. Look out for it. If it isn't, it's altered slides. If not, go back and have a quick look, see what I did. Using these were vintage slides I used. Another pink trim similar to the orange one, and this is with a pink button, handmade button. Some more mark making down the side here. I thought that really stood out, and just made it a bit of interest. Another quote from Amity Bloom: "Summer fragrance in the air." And I love this, absolutely love this trim here. I've got all these over here in Spain, these trims. Again, a little weird little postcard, vintage, from Seville. Morillo's Gardens. I really think I need stronger glasses. Oops. And then this goes, just clips onto there. Like that. And then this one is the pages turned up here from the vintage magazine with a journal card clipped in there. And then on this side is a floating pocket. Again, I've covered in kitchen roll, tea-dye kitchen roll, and a journal card. I did a quick bit of decoration. The last page, no, it's not the last page. Some more trim, some more dyed paper, and the last page. You need to explore the beautiful meadow of summertime blossoms. And that's the end of the journal. This has just come out. I did put this up in the summer, so it's in my Etsy shop. Go along and have a look, see if you can see one of these and grab yourself a bargain with one of these magazines for the old adverts. Thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button if you've enjoyed the video. I hope you have, and the notification bell if you want to see new videos coming out, and subscribe if you haven't already. Would be good for you to come along with me. Thanks very much, and I appreciate all of you. Bye.